はい。皆さんご機嫌いかがでしょうか。この時間から、司会進行を交代しまして、私、淳がお送りいたします。引き続きよろしくお願いいたします。さて、現在、ジャパニーズリストリームでは、ノーグリッチーズアローズと2025を公認で日本語ミラー配信しています。ノーグリッチーズアロー2025は、ノーグリッチーズアローチームが主催するチャリティーイベントで、グリッチレスなスピードランですとか、ショーケースに特化しているものになります。グリッチレスのラン、実行と、ぴったりのイベントで、ほぼ全てのゲームのランナーの参加をお待ちしていますっていう風な、案内になっています。で、今回のイベントは、Go Rescue Pet Adoption Center を支援するチャリティー RTA イベントになります。Go Rescue Pet Adoption Center は、バージニア州ノーフォークにある殺処分ゼロの、動物保護施設です。2011年以降、Go Rescue はホームレスの犬たちに、避難所を提供し、適切な家を見つけるために必要な時間、ケア、愛情を与えています。今回、ジャパニーズリストリームでは、23日から、配信を始めておりまして、休憩時間挟みつつ、28日13時まで、配信を行いますので、どうぞお時間ある限り、無理なく、ご覧いただければというふうに思います。さて、次のゲームなんですけれども、ソーコム US ネイビーシールズというゲームに、なります。で、このゲーム、解説の方、現在、いらっしゃいませんので、もし、喋れるよっていう方いらっしゃいましたら、ぜひですね、ディスコードの、チャンネル見てご覧いただいて、えーご覧いただいて、応募としていただければと思います。で、もし、喋り難しいよって場合には、チャットの方で、教えていただけますと、とっても助かりますので、ぜひぜひよろしくお願いいたします。PSP でそうですね、PSP で、移植があったっていう風なゲームという風には聞いてはおります。そうですね、ソーコム US ネイビーシールズというゲームですね。ちょっとこの、司会進行をやるにあたってですね、ちょっと、調べてみたんですよね。で、まあ、動画チャンネルで、動画で、RTA、上がっているので、それもちょっと、あの、みさ見てみたんですけれども、実際には、欄を見ていただくのが一番いいかなと思いますので、そちらちょっと、楽しみにしていただけるといいんですけれども、ちょっとウィキペディアで、調べてみたところですね、
Hello, chat.
PS2
Welcome
の
back to No Glitches Allowed
PS2 のオンラインアダプター
2025.
を用いたゲームの一
We are
つと
raising money for the
いう
No
ことに
Rescue
なっ
Dog
ていま
Shelter
すと。
in Hampton, Virginia.
で、12のオフライン
If you
シン
want
グ
to
ルプレ
donate,
イ用のミッ
type
ション。
!donate in
これ
chat.
が、
And we
オフライ
do,
ンで遊べますよっていう
for
こと
upcoming
になって
fund,
いるような
we
んで
do
すけ
have
れ
a
ども、
new incentive that just
え
opened up
追
for
加料金な
SOCOM
しで
US Navy
インタ
SEALs
ーネッ
Month.
トを
It
使っ
is a
たプレイもでき
glitch
ますよと
showcase.
いうこと
I
に
know,
なって
glitches
いま
in
すと。
my Noga,
で、
more likely than you think.
USB のついたヘッ
Thinking
ド
your
セット
donations in casual speedruns will treat us to some
を
of
つ
the
けるこ
wacky
とで、
things the Navy SEALs carry out during
オ
missions.
フラインでは
That is a
命令を与えることができて、オンラインでは仲間とチャットができるよ
that
っていう
needs
こ
to be
とで、
met by the end of the
かな
run.
り
So please
今
execute
あ
those
り
donate,
今あ
get
るあ
those
るみたい
donations
な、
in,
ゲ
and
ームの環境だったのかなっていう
some
ふうに
glitchy
は
fun. It's,
思います。
day 4.
ちなみに、プレイステーショ
We
ン
deserve
2
payment
史
of
上
course.
ですね、ヘッドセッ
I
トを
know
使っ
glitches
た
are
ゲーム
fun.
はこれが初めてということだそうです。だから、ある意味時代の走りのゲームの一つなのかなっていう風なところなので、ね。で、ソニーコンピューターエンターテインメントのアメリカ法人によると、全世界で、2003年、22年、2年ぐらい前ですかね。当時で、全世界で200万枚を売り上げたゲームということなんだそうです。で、ストーリーが結構いろいろ、あの、ウィキペディア見ると書いてあって、それは、ゲーム始まったら、ちょっと話していくお伝えしていこうかなというふうには思います。で、カテゴリーなんですけれども、 any% グリッチレス。グリッチレスの欄なので、any% ということで、EST57 分ということで、だいたい1時間弱の、ゲームということになるみたいです。動画見てみたところ、結構硬派なゲームなのかなっていう風な感じには思ってはいます。ちょっとお待ちくださいね。慌てず騒がず、ちょっとお待ちいただければというふうに思います。戻ってきました。よかったです。ちなみにこの待機中、こうやって、次のゲームとか流れていてで、後ろの方の背景あると思うんですけど、これ最初、私なんかこれ見たときに、あれなんかなんか画像がおかしいの画像がなんか配信状況おかしいのかなっていう風に思ってちょっとドキッとしちゃったんですけれど、これこういう多分エフェクトがかかってるんだろうなという風に思って、今
No
は安
Glitchless
心
Live
して見てるんで
2025
す
is
け
proud
ど。
to partner with the Japanese RTA community to offer a Japanese language restream. For to
あ、
watch the event with Japanese commentary, head on over to
今ちょうどジャパニーズリストリームっ
twitch.tv/Japanese
て
restream,
本家で言って
Japanese
ましたね。
underscore restream, or type exclamation point Japanese in chat.
本家の方ありがとうございます。で、日本語で言ってみているんですけれども。の NOGA のロゴもグリッチノイズ入って、そうですね。グリッチ、
More little
ノ
on
ー
the
グリッチ
history
ーズ
of
な
the
のに
Overskin
グリ
Head
ッチ
Adoption
ノイ
Center.
ズっていう。
In 2011, a local woman
ち
named
ょっと、そ
Georgia
こは、
Odenhaus lost her home and her only focus became
面
how
白
to
いとこ
prevent
ろ
her
かなってい
family
う風な
dogs from
と
going
ころ
back
で
to
はあ
getting
りま
food.
す。
Starting out with just an empty shell of a building, Go Rescue soon became not just a
こ
place
の
for
後、
current rescues, but a shelter that has grown to rescue over 2,000 dogs to
ソー
date
コ
with
ム
no
の
signs of
次
slowing
が
down.
ビローザオーシャン
I cannot stress
と、
enough
あと
how
ゾン
much
ビーズ
even just
Ate My
the
Neighbors
smallest donation
という風にゲーム
goes
が
to
続
it.
いていきます。
Like, even if you just want to put in $1, $1 makes a world of difference for Go
し
Rescue.
深夜の、
So please
楽しみにしていただけるように
We've already raised
な
quite a bit,
お供、
but
作業のお供とかとしても、やっていただけるといいのかなという風には思います。
And with that, I believe we are currently ready for our next run, SOCOM US Navy SEALs, run by Casual Speedrun. If you're ready, Casual, let's deploy
I'm
on
ready. I'm ready. Let's do this.
画像来ましたね。
All right. Howdy, gamers. My name is Casual Speedrun, and I have washed up on this here shore to bring you SOCOM US Navy SEALs, a PlayStation 2 era classic, absolute classic stealth shooter video game. We're not going to really be adhering to the stealth requirements, given that this is any percent glitchless, with a glitch showcase incentive, by the way, guys. So it is a worthy cause. Get those donations in. This game's pretty unassuming, but yeah, I gotta say, there's some really wild glitches going on. That normally we wouldn't be talking about, but yeah, if we meet that incentive, you guys will get to see some really, really wacky stuff. We're going to transform into a ball of light, we'll wrong ladder, climb down through the floor, for some reason that works. There's a spot where we can just walk out of bounds, actually. I'll try to get the surf, so the surf is like, we do a teleport in any percent, and sometimes when you do that wrong, you get locked into like a surfing animation that looks really goofy. So I'll try to activate that if we can meet the incentive. Anyway. All right, let's get this show on the road. I'll crank that music a little bit. There we go. All right, time is going to start when we select new game here.
もうすぐ
Of course, the speedrun itself will actually just be
スタ
glitchless.
ートとなります。スーパーロボッ
Let's
ト
get
パイ
it
ロッ
on.
トかな。なるほど。
I'm starting in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we're going to skip this little
かわいい。
cutscene introducing the
ちょっと
plot.
じゃないですね。
The plot.
というわ
There's
けで
not a
始
ton
ま
of
りま
plot
し
to
た。
the
フッ
game.
ト
It's
ラップ
more
で
like
す。
the background of what you're doing on these missions. It basically is all it does is show some eco-terrorists blowing up an oil pipeline. So now we're going to find them out here in the middle of international waters and make sure that their boat disappears. So as you can see, we've got a team of 4 gamers here. We control Kahuna, the player character, who is actually voiced by an actual career Navy SEAL named Commander Richard May. He's still alive. Okay, so we actually really need to work with our team here. Unfortunately, the very first mission is actually really reset heavy, so I'm going to go ahead and just hang out with them here, get them to follow me, make sure they're following me all the way to the lower deck. I'm going to end up taking an enemy weapon here. We're low ammo. No, not based. Violence is never how you get what you want. It's short-sighted. Can be tempting, but it's short-sighted. All right, I'm also going to order Bravo here to deploy Satchel. As you can see, there are 2 of these identical sites here. I need to drop a Satchel at one of them and have my team drop at the other one. So I've taken an enemy weapon. It's a lot more powerful and a lot louder, but that's okay. We don't really need to worry about volume here. Okay. All right, they are making their way now below deck. Looks like one of my men is still up on the top deck. That's fine. Okay, communication severed. Okay.
始まっております。ご覧いただいて
They're
わかる
still
通
not
り、
down there. That happens all
FPS
the
の
time. That's why this level is
ゲームに
ridiculously
な
like
りますね。
reset heavy. Look at that, I ordered all 3 of them to get down there, and none of them are going for it.
サー
That's
ド
just
パ
how
ー
it
ソ
goes,
ン
though.
シューティングゲームというカテゴリーという
Come
か、
on, fellas.
ジャンルのゲームということですね。
There we go. I'll hang out over here. We lost this guy here. Oof, I accidentally friendly fired my teammate there. He was caught in the cross. So, okay, I'll talk a little bit about the difficulty on this game. So we were playing on New Game, which means we were playing on the base level difficulty, okay? New Game difficulty is the rank Ensign, okay? It's based off of ranks of the US Navy. Ensign, Lieutenant Junior Grade, Lieutenant, so on and so on and so
スト
on.
ーリーの話ちょっとして
So we are currently playing on the
みま
base
しょう
level
かね。
Ensign difficulty.
2006年に、この
Now
カ
that
フナ、
means
ブ
that
ーマー、
enemies
スペク
aren't
タ
as
ー、ジェ
bad as
ス
they
タ
get
ー
later on. They become like insane. They become like
で
clairvoyance
す
with
か、
laser rifles later
右
on.
下に 名
Once you
前
get
が
to
載っ
like
かってたと
lieutenant,
思うんで
by the
すけ
time you
れ
get
ど
to
も、
lieutenant, you're
そちら
it's
か
not
ら
even
な
a
る、
speed run anymore. That's like a challenge run
海
at
軍
that
特
point.
殊部隊ファイヤーチームは、新た
On
な、
ensign, it's not
テ
that
リズム
bad.
の
We can
脅
still
威を
run
無力
past a
化す
lot
る
of
た
guys,
めに
but
派遣がさ
you'll
れ
see
まし
me
たよと。
playing a little differently from how I normally would if I were
で、
just doing
チームはそのテロリストを排
PB
除して、
attempts.
情報を収集して、
Because this game is kind of notorious for its difficulty.
貨物船
It's not exactly a super easy game to get through.
を、
The enemies can
沈
be
没
pretty
させる
ruthless
ゲームで
actually.
すっ
Like
ていう
once
ふ
we
うな
reach about
こ
the
とが
halfway point in the run,
書い
you're
て
gonna
ありま
see
す。
some stronger enemies. Sometimes you'll hit them in the head, and they'll still keep on trucking. So you gotta really be
確か
focused.
に、プレイステーション2、いまだに動いてるの、確かにすごいです
This
よね。
game is so mystifying
こ
to
の
me
ゲーム自体
because it
が、
was like one of those games I saw everywhere when I was
2002年
growing up, but
の
like I
ゲー
never
ム
had
と
it.
いうこ
So
と。
I just never had a
日本に来た
console
のは
for it, it
2003
looks
年なんで
like.
すけど、
Yeah.
2002
Well, I
年の
hope
ゲ
this
ームと
doesn't
いうこ
ruin
と
it.
で、
This is not exactly how the game is
23
normally
年
supposed to be played.
I think it'll probably enhance it.
ですね。
All right, we want
の
this
ゲ
guy to
ーム
shoot
と
at
いう
me.
こと
Good.
で、
Okay. So we're going to introduce a little
で、
concept
まあ、
here.
プ
We
レイス
actually
テーション
want
1からプレイ
sometimes
ステー
for
ション
enemies to
2に
shoot at us,
2
or
に
we
上がった、
want to
と、
raise
まあ、
awareness.
プレイステー
Your
ション2
awareness
が出た
level is
時に、
is
まあ、
a
す
kind
ご
of a
い
complex measure
性能上
of
がったっ
how,
ていう風な
as the
こと
name
があった
suggests,
か
right,
と
how
思うんです
aware
け
the
ど、まあ、そ
enemy
の性能
faction
をフ
is
ル
of
に
you, and that also boils down to like
使っ
individual
てい
enemies
る
will
よ
have
うな
different levels of awareness, because if some of them have like a
ゲ
direct
ーム
line
か
of
な
sight
という
on
ふう
you,
に思い
they're going
ま
to
す。
know not only someone is there, but that you are there and that you are right there, right? Whereas if someone hears me like firing shots, which no one's going to hear this, we're using a suppressed weapon right now. This one is not super quiet. It's pretty quiet though. Get away from this guy. You can actually get melee attacked in this game, and you can do melee attacks yourself,
で
and
基
that's an
本
instant
的
kill
に、まあ、
both
ミッション
ways.
を
So you
こ
want
なして
to make sure that you're not getting
いくと
clocked
いう風な
by these guys. I'm gonna order an attack too off my team right there, because there's a slippery guy with a red beret
ゲ
who
ームにな
sometimes
ります
disappears.
ので、
We don't want him to mess anything up. So
まあ、それを次々とこなしていくっていう風なのになりますね。
oh, this guy's not up here. Good. All right. Got 2 gamers up here. This guy who's trying to delete his browser history before we could see the laptop.
そのゴリゴリミリタリー的
No,
な
that's
ゲ
what
ー
they do
ム
now. That's the
だと
story.
思うん
That
で
is
す
what
け
it
ど、
is.
It's canon.
それを着ぐるみ着た方がやってるっていうのすごい
Now this is where we bring in our
絵
sponsor,
だなっていう風
NordVPN.
には
No, come on.
思うんですけど、
So now that we have
まあいろんな
seized
楽
the
しみ
gamer's
方があっていいで
laptop,
すよねっていう風な
we're going to blow up this third little thing here that there's are full of weapons and ammo. Of
そうです
course,
ね。
these guys are international terrorists. So, okay, nice. My team got the red beret guy. We're going to capture one of these guys who is an informant for us. He realized that their cause was not going to last super long, so he did the smart thing and decided to turn code
ゲームの
and
ストーリーとか
become
が
an informant for the for
なかなか結構
US
難し
SOCOM,
難しめのことを書いてあったりするので、
a
Is
joint
his
grouping
name
of all the-
actually Pincushion?
His name is Kola Petranko, codename Pincushion.
Okay.
Yes. If you got any, like, I guess this is when I flex my extremely niche, nobody cares type of knowledge of SOCOM,
やっぱり
because
RTA らしく
yeah, I know all the stuff.
この
One
ボタンを
time
押して
I
スキ
actually
ップ
did
で
like
き
a
るところはもう
10-hour
カチカ
stream
チカチカ
where
チ
I
ボタン
went
を
through
押して
every single
だけに
enemy in the
進める
game.
と
I
いう
used
風
like
な
save states to make sure I was seeing every enemy in the game, documented where they are, what weapons they use, what voice lines they have. Because if you sneak up on enemies, you'll hear them talking about their predicament all the time. Sometimes they'll be like ribbing with each other, like joking and laughing and stuff.
I love that. That's awesome.
But yeah, sometimes they're basically
だ
like,
し、パッと
you know,
見
they're kind of scared sometimes. Like on this mission, for
あ
example,
の
if you eavesdrop on
です
enemies, you can hear them
だ
talking
から
about how like this is a bad
目的に
idea.
む
What
目
they've done now that
目
we've blown up
的
their
ターゲットに
Alaskan
向かっ
base,
て、
they've
まあ、銃を
hijacked
撃つと
an
か
oil
っていうのは
platform.
直感的
I
に
don't
操
think it's in
作理解
international
できる
waters.
と
I think
思う
it's
んで
off
す
the
け
coast
ど、
of Alaska.
他の操
Regardless,
作
I
が入
mean,
ってくると、
here we are. We don't really
で
care
私は何やっ
whether
てる
it's
かよく分かん
international
なくなっ
waters
て
or
しまっ
not.
て、今みた
Here
い
we
な、
go.
それって
So
本当
is this a
に
game that you
す
played
ご
when it
い
was
技
like
術だ
new
な
and
っていう
relevant,
ふう
or is
に
it something that you ended up playing like later on?
This is a
思い
game
ます
that I
ね。
played when it came out. I was a youngster when this game came out. I was like 7 years old or something. But yeah, I did play this game. Single player. I never really played the online. I was never really a part of the
はい、ゲーム
zeitgeist. I
だと
didn't have the online connection thing for PS2. This was, I think,
Yeah, I
the
didn't either.
first
最初の
game that had the
動画
PS2 on
見
it,
た
or
時
one of the
に、
first.
Yeah, it's definitely an early one.
Okay, there we go. So as you can see from that objective completed thing up there, we've got a bunch of Nope, there we go. I'm a little too far to the right. Okay, defuse bomb. There are 3
なんか
bombs on board, as well as a bunch of buildings that need to be
なんとな
cleared.
く他のゲームで恐縮なんですけど、メタルギアソリッドみたいな感じなのかなっていうふう
I'm
に
only one, and for the sake of consolidating time, we're going to have our team work on the rest of these bombs.
まあ、とはい
As you
え
can see in
組
the
織
bottom
は
right
全然違
corner,
う
their
ものな
indicator
の
says
で、
working. They do be working.
色は違うものなんだろうなっていうふうには思っているん
Got
で
to
すけ
step
ど、
nice and firmly onto that helipad to clear it. And here we go, building C. This one can be a little dangerous, so I'm going to be taking kind of careful. Just a lot of close quarters. Okay, here's one of the hostages. We're actually gonna kill this hostage. His name is Herbert. I kill him because it's faster.
Poor Herbert.
Poor Herbert. We save Harold though. Okay, major gamer points for anybody in chat who can figure out what video game that's from. I'll give you a hint. It's from a video game series, multiple games. They're in 3 games of the series. Herbert and Harold. They're technically the same person. Okay, any bathroomers? No, just the office guy. Okay. Sometimes there's a guy in the bathroom on our left, so we shoot him for not washing his hands. Always wash your hands, guys. We can tell. Shame on you. Gotta wash your hands.
True.
I'm gonna shoot this guy just in case. Usually if he's around the corner, it's not a big deal. You know what? I'm gonna go over here and take care of these guys too, because my team's still kind of far off. I don't feel like rolling
めっ
the
ちゃ
dice.
銃声してるはずなので S タッチだな。
90% of the way done disarming the bomb. Those guys will shoot you. It'll hit you
確かに。
once, and then you'll lose all your progress disarming the bomb and have to start again. Woohoo! So I'm just gonna go ahead and be proactive and take care of them first.
本
It's a
当
good
ただ
time I
銃
can come
で
with the donation.
Absolutely.
銃で撃ちに行くっていう風な
Right.
他にもまあこういう風
Speaking of
な
that glitch incentive, we
作
have
業があ
met
ったりと
already
かして
thanks to a $25 donation from Eric with the comment, "Yes, glitches. Good luck, go fast." Thank you, Eric,
Yo!
for the donation. And that one
実際
shot
に
our
こういうゲーム
glitch
が
showcase incentive. So you're gonna be putting some glitches
ま
and
あ
no
流行ったっ
glitches
てこと
allowed.
も
Let's go!
あると思うんで、それなり
Thank
の
you for that generous
それなりと
donation.
か行
Let's
ってみよう
go.
かは
Okay, we've finished up the first area. We're out of Alaska.
あり
and
そう
moving
か
on
な
to
というふうに
Thailand.
思
The
いま
Iron
す。
Brotherhood has been crushed. They've been defeated. Return to the Shadow Realm, where they belong. And now we are moving on to
そうです
Thailand.
ね、
We could use a vacation,
PS 用
right,
のマイ
guys?
ク、それこそヘッドセット
All this,
I could
を
use
使
it.
うと、ま
yeah, all
あ、
this top tier
声で
babysitting
仲間
is
に
hard
指示が
work,
でき
so
るっていう
we
風
could
な
use a little vacation to Thailand.
ことで、まあ、
However,
声
I
で
don't
も、
really like this party tagging
まあ、
along,
操作が
so we're gonna shoot all
で
of
き
them.
る
And by the
っていう
party,
ふ
I
うに
mean
考えたら、
civilians.
まあ、すごい技術、
It's faster.
当時だとすごい技術なのかなっていうふうな
So basically, what's going on in this mission
感じはしますよ
is
ね。
that you can skip almost all of the primary objectives. When I first started running this game years and years ago, well, first of all, for the longest time, for several years, it was just glitchless. There were no glitches. And then someone came along and ruined it by introducing glitches to the run. But before I even introduced glitches to the run, I actually went through and like checked every single objective because
時
you'll
々
see
入
like
力してる
I'll
の
show
は
you.
指示なのか
See
な
that?
解
Look,
説で
there's
め
a
っちゃ
bunch
喋
of
ってる
objectives. Some
し
of。them have gold stars, which means you supposedly have to do
そう
them,
で
but
す
it turns
ね。
out you really don't
あ、
have to
確か
do
に
them. So what we're gonna do is skip almost all of these objectives. We're gonna kill our teammates because it's
それこ
faster.
そ
Leave Boomer alive
右
because
下
if we kill
に
all of our teammates, we'll actually
まあ
fail
フォ
the
ローして
mission.
るみ
We
たい
don't
な
want that. However, if we time it right, we won't fail it if we do it right
こ
at
と
the
と
end. If
か
we
出
kill
て
Boomer
ます
right at
ね。
the end, and the reason we're doing that
見
is
方。
it's
う
faster.
ん。
Otherwise, we'd have to wait for them to get to the end
まあ、
with us. We're gonna grab a single piece of paper.
スピードランですのでね。
Extraction, and then yeah, once we're at extraction, depending on how much we've outpaced Boomer there, we're gonna say okay
2% のスピード
to
ラン
him,
ですの
okay
でね。
Boomer, and then
てん
shoot
てん
him.
てん。
Unless he's really close, then I guess I'll just wait for him to catch up.
This vacation sucks. The weather's terrible.
Yeah, I know. I forgot to Google. Forgot to Google the weather. I forgot it was typhoon season. All right, Boomer spoke of the thing
まあ、
that shall
タ
never
イ
be
ムは
spoken
命よ
of.
りも重いっていう風な
Wood floating on
感
water?
じ
I
を
don't
字で
think
言っ
so.
てい
Boat?
る
Boat? Did you
と
say?
ころ
I've
でし
never
ょう
heard of
か。
such a thing. Yeah, we ignore those devices that he's referring to. Those, it's not real. We ignore those because if we look at them, if we look towards them, the game will give us a countdown timer. It might still give us the timer. Hopefully not. I think we're good at this point. Yeah, we should be fine. All right, we've grabbed the intel and now we can leave. No boat I mean, boat? What is boat? I don't know what that is. But yeah, anyway, we don't want Boomer to look at the boat either because then,
あれ
yeah,
味
it gives
方
us
だ
a
ったの。
countdown timer. We have to go and blow it up with C4, or else risk failing the mission. Okay, do we have a close Boomer?
あ、そういえばなんか、
No, he's way far back. Oh man, he's so
銃
far.
声してるは
Okay,
ず
so
な
I'm
のに
gonna get to
巣
the
立ち
top
の
of this
人がい
hill
たっていう風
and
な
then try to get a shot.
ことがあったの
He's
は
so
もしかして
far
そうい
away
うこと
still.
なんだろう
There
か。
he is. You guys can probably barely see.
ん
Okay, sorry, Boomer. Ready for extraction. Mission
あ、ミッション
failure.
フェイ
Just
ヤーって
kidding.
出てる。
Watch the top. Watch the top.
なんかのミッションが失敗したみたいです。
It faded in too slow. So sometimes you'll see it go from mission failure to mission success. Like the game thinks about it for a second. It's like, wait, he killed all his teammates. Mission failure, bad, bad. But then, yeah, it'll think about it for a second and be like, well,
まあ、全
he
部のミッ
finished
シ
the
ョン
mission.
を
Okay, we'll give it to
こ
him.
なす必
Mission
要は
successful. And it does that a few times,
ス
actually.
ピードランなどでないっていう風な。
There's something that we do. I won't be doing it in this run.
Yes,
There's something called death abuse. That's not a glitch. We allow it in glitchless, but it's pretty risky. What you do, it's exactly what it sounds like. You die at the end of a mission intentionally. Let me focus for a second and get this armory. Oh.
Ah.
Okay. We're equipping a loud weapon. We want something loud to draw enemies out of their little hidey holes. It's just
FPS
better.
っぽいって言いましたけど、正確
Plus a little bit of extra
TPS です
stopping
ね。
power.
失礼しました。
Suppressed weapons typically have to have what's called cold-loaded ammunition, which means just less gunpowder for the same grain round. Sometimes you adjust the grain too, especially on an automatic. But generally speaking, you're just looking at, like, for a 5.56, you definitely, for a 5.56 223 round like this M4, you would definitely need less gunpowder to make it subsonic.
そしてミッシ
so
ョ
that
ン
it
が
could actually be
ミッションというか、
suppressed.
ステージが変わった
However,
の
like a
で、
45 round doesn't need to be cold-loaded technically because
味
45
方は
is
無事
already
今は
cold-loaded. Ironically,
つい
however,
てきてま
oh,
す
I
よ
don't
っていう
have
風
it.
な
But the Mark 23,
こと
which
にな
uses
ってます
45
ね
in。this game, the Mark 23 suppressed actually is not suppressed for some reason. It's like busted. They didn't code it right. The enemies can hear it even though it has a suppressor on it, and it's using 45 ACP, which again is subsonic, so it wouldn't even need to like reduced gunpowder to be suppressed. So if any weapon in the game should be suppressed, it should be that. Anyway, which is surprising because normally the level of detail in this game is extraordinarily high. They actually use all real assets from the U.S. Navy. Not only, I'm going to shoot this guy. He can cause problems. There we go. Just, yeah, be safe.
TPS ってど
But
んな
yeah,
ゲームだろう。
the U.S. Navy, like, if you play this game on emulator and use hardware render, which we're not, we're on console, but if you use hardware renderer, you can see that, like, if you go up to, like, 4K or 6 or 8K on the Arctic mission, you can see your ballistics vest will actually continue to increase in detail. I think it's like a 2K or 4K image. It's extremely high quality imagery
FPS の
provided by the
と
U.S. Navy.
TPS ってあって、
And the
FPS
rifle
はファー
sounds,
スト
the
パー
weapon
ソン
sounds
シ
are
ューティン
all
グ
real as well, including the
なので
impact
主人公と
noises.
同じ目
Like
線でやると。
M4
で、
firing into grass, M4 firing into
このゲー
stone,
ム、
M4
今
firing
走っ
into
ているゲー
metal,
ムは、サー
suppressed
ド
M4
パーソン
firing
シュ
into
ーティングという
metals,
こ
you
とで、
know, et cetera, et
主
cetera,
人
et
公の
cetera.
後ろの視点
For
で
every single
操
weapon
作
in
す
the
る
game,
と
all
い
the
うこと
sounds
みたいで
are
す。
actually recorded from U.S. Navy assets. And
That's
again, right, the voice of
really-
Kahuna is a career Navy SEAL. Yeah, they really went hard on making this game. They were like, okay, you know what? If you're gonna make this game, we're only gonna let it be made if it's fantastic, if it's perfect, and it's, you know, got the detail. Okay, I'm gonna chill here for a second. There's a guy up there who I lovingly call the assassin. I'll give you 3 guesses why. Why? He loves to kill our runs. Okay, Boomer actually is bringing up the rear there. I don't like it. Oh, there he is. I see him. Got him. Okay, I need to move up a little bit. I'm gonna smoke here. I'm gonna pop a smoke there. These guys can all... Any one of the enemies in here can kill you. I think that's Boomer. Yeah, that's Boomer. Okay. Alright. Our gamer is in position. This gamer is the ambassador's wife, codenamed Morgan. The ambassador, the U.S. ambassador to Thailand and his wife have been
ちょっ
kidnapped
と派手にドン
by
パ
a
チ始
terrorist
まってき
organization
ま
called
し
the
た。
Red Rouge,
で、なん
and
と
they
な
are
く
being
ヘリの
held
音が
for ransom. However,
できま
yeah,
した。
we don't really do that. We don't really negotiate with terrorists, so we're actually just going to donate a bunch of lead. Special delivery.
なんだろう。
Okay. Let's ammo check 30, 7, 11, 8, 19, 12. Okay. I'll dump the 12 right here on this guy. I'll just lean left and get him. Okay. That guy can cause problems. I'll use the 11 on this one if he's here. 8. I'll save that 30 for later on. He's dead. Okay. 19. This area can be a little risky. Everyone in here is a pretty sharp gamer. Anyone in here, if they are looking at you and you're not looking at them, they could kill you.
So is ammo management like a really like prevalent thing in this game, or is it just kind of due to the situation for this mission?
I would say it depends on the mission. It depends on what other factors you get as well. Like if you get someone in a really bad
Oh,派手に
protracted
突発してま
position,
すね。
sometimes you're just gonna waste a bunch of ammo and time shooting at them. I mean, in PB attempts, we don't waste the time. We just, you know, say cowabunga and go for it. And sometimes we live and
Blast and ask
sometimes we die.
questions later.
Yeah, yeah.
というわけで
Let
ス
it
テー
rip,
ジ
and
が
if
一
we
つ終わ
run
り
out
ま
of
した
ammo, we
と。
run out of ammo. Actually, yeah, in world record attempts, you would not even shoot a lot of times. You do what's called reload mashing. So sometimes you're going to see me running and like mashing R3 to reload. You'll see him reloading a lot, like as he runs. And that's more than just a stylish dance move. That's actually going to cancel the stagger animation when you're hit,
新
especially
しい
by
ミッシ
high
ョンに
velocity rifles like sniper rifles, assault rifles. If we're hit by
進
one
ん
of
でい
those
き
things,
ま
it
すと、
causes you to stagger in place. You can't shoot back, you can't run. You're pretty much a sitting duck. Here, I'm going to...
ちょ
There
っ
we go.
と武器
So
を
equipped
変えます
Claymore
ね
here.
でしょうかね。
Normally the game wants you to use C4, but that's really slow. We have to wait for a countdown timer. I'm going to use Claymore instead because it's faster. And yeah, we're also getting an M4 here. We start with an SR-25, which is a Mark 11 sniper rifle. We don't want a sniper rifle. It's not very useful for speedy movement. So we're gonna go ahead and ditch that. Take an M4 unsuppressed, so that enemies come out. It raises their level of awareness and they're drawn out. Kind of counterintuitive, I guess. On New Game Plus, you don't play it like that. Any of the New Game Plus difficulties, any difficulty beyond the base game, base New Game ends in difficulty, you're gonna wanna be quiet. Usually, sometimes you have to go just as hard and fast as you can, basically.
Are you telling me that the SOCOM Navy SEALs can't 360 no scope?
I could, you know what? Since we met that glitch incentive, I can crank that. We can crank that sensitivity up, and I can try it. I mean, there's a 50 caliber bolt action sniper rifle. Bring us back to the Modern Warfare 2 intervention days. I can give it a try. I've never tried doing the ledge glitch state teleport with a bolt action
道
sniper
な
rifle.
き道を進んでいるような
Dangerous part of this level here, we've got the riverbank. This whole level can actually be really bad.
ところで、
Later on, everyone has the best weapon in the game, the
ガンガン敵
AKS-74,
地に突っ込ん
which
で
fires the
いくみたいな
545 by 39
こと
ammunition,
な
which
の
is
かなっ
really
て思って
a
ます。
smaller round. I'm gonna have to go all the way around for this guy, I think. Oh, no, okay, we're good. But yeah, it's a smaller round than its AK-47 cousin, but much more accurate, higher velocity. I actually prefer it over 5.56 personally. Plus, it's AK Kalashnikov series, so if it's like well made, you know, you're gonna have just better resilience in sand, cold, etc. Less modular though, so. The M4 is like
これちなみにゲーム
until you
性
get to like the really
として
modern stuff like XM12 and
こちら
stuff.
は一発
M4
撃
is
たれ
just
た
the
らアウ
nature
トなん
of
ですかね。
being modular. It's very prone for
なんか体
modification.
力ゲージとおぼしき
The
もの
rail
が
on the top is designed. Picatinny is exactly designed for
なんかあり
modification.
そうかなってイメージはある
To
ん
be
ですけ
made
ど
easy.
なくって。
All right, we're missing one guy. I think we've got one gamer over here. I reckon. Compound secure. Okay. All right, I'm gonna have my team just be being chilling over here. I don't want them to get killed. So again, if you lose all your teammates, that's a mission fail. We only killed all of our teammates in that one level because we can finish the level in time that it doesn't matter. Okay. AKS-74. And yeah, we only killed the last one at the end. So yeah, we have the right to remove root people from our path now because we have the best weapon in the game. These guys are rude. Kidnapping ambassadors, threatening to poison the water supply. That's rude.
That is pretty rude.
Yeah. Mama didn't teach him no manners, so we're gonna have to do it ourselves. Alright, we're gonna go for the risky jump here because why not? No glitches allowed! Okay. plant that claymore, crank that soldier boy. Okay, this is actually one of the most risky parts of the run. I'm probably just gonna shut up now and focus because any one of these guys can totally lay me out here. Oh, he's dead. That's okay. So sometimes what happens is enemies will occasionally surrender, even if you're not around, and so you'll just come across their bodies laying on the ground because their own teammates will shoot them if they try to
仲間の横が
surrender
体
to you.
力状態。なるほ
Oh
ど。
my god.
They don't
あ、
take
この
kindly.
今、緑色になって
You
る
can
やつ
actually
ですね。
fail the 100%
ありが
run
とうご
here
ざいま
if
す。
the leader who we just shot up there, if he gets killed, you can actually fail the mission. Okay, Boomer's right behind me. Nice jump scare, Boomer. Thanks. Oh wow, that's secure sub level
そうする
already.
と、ある意味信号機みたいな感じになってるってこと
I'm
です
gonna
かね。
let a
So the-
grenade
さっ
rip
き
real
赤
quick
色
just to
に
make
なっ
sure.
て
Oh
た
no,
の
there's
で、
somebody down there. I see you. Two of them.
So is it that you don't get credit for taking him out because he surrenders and dies, or?
If he's in, once he's in your custody, you have to protect him. You will, not only that, you will fail the 100% requirement of having captured him. You need to
Oh,
keep him
okay.
alive. Yeah. But yeah, once he's in your custody, he's your responsibility, and if you let him die, it's mission
We've got
fail.
the biological agents, HQ.
アイオハザード。
It's considered excessive force. Or generally just, yeah, mission failure. Anyway, we're done with Thailand.
一応終わりましたよと。
Biological agents have been secured before they could be released into the water supply. Thong Khan and his mercenaries were destroyed, and now it's time to move on to the Congo. Now is when the enemies start getting beefed up a little bit. Casually, I would say that Temple is the first real hiccup. Temple at Hongken Mission 5 that we already passed, I would say is the first place where it actually starts to get a little, like in the speedrun, that's where you can actually start getting killed. If you're being careless, or if you're just going for PB attempts, to be honest, you can start having runs ended there. All right, we're gonna get one more armory in here. Okay, and what we're doing there, if you can see, that one was actually pretty good. If you do it fast enough, you should not even see the fade in fully. Like we saw there, it didn't even finish fading in fully. You just mash X and left D-pad until you see, like on the first frame you see the M4, you hit start button, you move your thumb and hit start button, and then
次のエリアに行くっていう感じですね。
All right, we're going to be as loud as we possibly can on this. I'm actually going to shoot a barrel and blow it up, just to really emphasize the "Here comes America" thing. Knock, knock, here comes America. Rah! That's the bald eagle of justice coming for you. All right. Oh my god! Okay, well, what a good way to introduce the grenade launcher enemies. So you might have just seen a 203 round fly over my shoulder there and almost hit me in the head. That would be an instant kill if it hits me. Even if it hits anywhere near me. It hit not even close to me and it still knocked me over. So
シューティング
we're
ゲームってい
okay.
うくら
As
い
you
だか
can
ら
see
こう
by
いう
our
銃
damage
撃戦
indicator,
がい
we're
っぱい
still
あると。
in good health. We're in green.
ゼロ距離。
But yeah, it hit us. In like a no damage run, that would have ended it, which I have completed no damage. It took me 5 hours. But yeah, you have to be really careful for that.
Well, with how difficult you're saying this game is, I can imagine it has to be no easy feat.
Yeah, I would say honestly, it's because of I've just been playing this game since I was like 7 years old, so
油
I've
弾投
got
げ
a lot
た。
of familiarity. I've mapped out
Yeah,
every
but
enemy
not-
with what they're carrying, what they say, and everything. So there are like 560 of them, if I remember. I'm hit again, by the way, but I'm still okay. Okay, now I'm actually wounded. You can see by my indicator it's turned yellow. I'm actually wounded now. Even though I got hit again through the window, but I think he was firing through wood. So the round didn't hit me head on.
HQ, we've gathered intel on the Marine
Or at least
hospitals
wasn't full
in the current
velocity.
location.
So does being in an injured state like affect your movement or anything, or is it just you're not doing so hot?
It affects your competency when it comes to
確
shooting.
か
I think
に
your
今ちょっ
movement
と自
speed is
分
the
の
same,
色
all
が
your animation speeds are the same. We gotta be careful here. There's another grenade
黄色
launcher.
になっているのかな。
Yeah, he's dead.
黄色か
All
な。
right, I'm gonna call my team. Good, we've got everybody. I'm gonna call my team to head on over there and attack crosshairs. Boomer. Okay. We're gonna split up the team here. Have Boomer come with me because we need to plant a satchel. This guy's climbing the ladder. What are you doing? Anyway, these guys are so silly. Just silly geese. Anyway, we're gonna have Boomer deploy satchel. while we clear this last guy from over here. This is the weapon, by the way. This is the Mark 23 suppressed
めっちゃ
pistol.
走って撃っ
Uses
て
a
走って
45 round,
撃っ
but
て。
then yeah, perplexingly is somehow not suppressed. Like if you fire this in the level, you will break your stealth. If you fire at the start of a level, I'm not sure what gives with that. They just never fixed it. All right, drop off your satchel. Drop off your satchel. Attaboy. Okay, we have to wait in this area for him to do that. Otherwise, he doesn't drop it. He sometimes will say no, sir, and then I rip my PS2 out of the wall and throw it into the street.
今のコマンド出しているところも
No, it will not. I hit the reset. Oh,
よ
that
く
was
そう
so
操作でき
fast.
るよ
Okay,
なっ
that
て
was
いうの
actually
は
really
思い
fast.
ますね。
Even though we played it pretty slow at the start just to make sure we were getting everybody. That was really fast. So if you get any enemy escape prevented, which we did before we get munitions destroyed, that means I sent Jester and Spectre to the right area. They did a lot of work for me. They cleared out this entire. There are like 12 enemies over here, which is actually a really dangerous engagement because 2 of them have grenade launchers. The rest of them have like machine guns. However, the enemies don't get really souped up until right here, POW camp. This is the level that I would say people remember as being the most difficult, give or take. The end game levels are also really bad at higher difficulties. New Game Plus, though, forget
次
about it on POW
エ
camp.
リアが終
Literally
わって
forget
次の
about
エリ
it.
アに進
You'll
んで
get
い
laser
く
beamed
とこ
by
ろ
enemies who
ね。
haven't even rendered in yet. You think I'm exaggerating, but I'm not. Once you get to like Lieutenant and beyond,
これ
you
で
you
大
can't
体
even
半分
see.
ぐらいなんですか
Like
ね。
it shows a kill cam if you die, right? It shows who killed you from their perspective. You won't even be able to see yourself. It's like ridiculous, you know?
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, new game, who cares? These snipers can't even hit you. It's a joke. Well, okay, I shouldn't say that. I know not what I said. Forgive my insolence, gamer gods. I didn't say that. I think there's an echo in here. Okay. Sorry, Boomy Boy, but it's faster without you.
あれあ、
Yes, friendly fire is unfortunately a major part of the speedrun. I know Naval Special Warfare Command would not approve of this method. They don't have it in the official handbook for frogmen, but we do what we have to just get the job done.
We need to sweep the area and make sure we haven't
Sometimes
missed
it ain't
anything.
pretty. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
A job's
Alright.
a job.
Alright, we've got the 74 now, which means we have the right to remove these rude people from our path with ease. Okay.
Is that in the handbook? A right to remove rude people?
す
That one is...
すごい
These people did not get taught manners by
す
their
ごい
mama.
坂道とか駆け上ってたりしますね。
Okay, snipers. Alright, attack Foxtrot. Okay, we have to kill almost everybody. There's some enemies over to my right who we specifically don't even look at to get them to not spawn, because once they spawn, the game considers them as real. There are so many, there are only so many, I guess you'd call it rendering slots available. So let's say the game can only have 12 enemies rendered at a time, okay? What I'm trying to do is trigger the game to spawn these enemies over here because we have to pass by them, right?
あ、
I'm
仲間も
trying to
攻
get the
撃
game
して
to
くれて
spawn
ますね。
them, but still have enough slots left open. I think they're good over there. Yeah, it looks like it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna go up the hill.
Watch your fire around the POW.
But we need the
No
cave enemies to
stray
spawn.
shots.
Okay, so there's some guys in a cave over here, cavemen, if you will. Ooh, I'm getting shot at by a 63 from behind.
今の岩とか絶対
Building guy,
なん
no.
か足腰だけで登れる気がしないです
We
ね。
got a guy in the building, yeah. Ah, right side guy. This part's kind of dangerous. Again, these guys all have the 74, so one-on-one shootout, I still have the advantage because I know where they are and done this a million times, but it can get pretty dicey really quick. It might look easy because I'm carrying green, you know, perfect health through most of this, but that's only because I've done it a million times and I'm stopping and actually shooting instead of just running past them, which I would normally be doing. But right, we need the enemies, we need the cavemen to spawn, okay, which means we need to kill all of the rest of the enemies on this level in a very specific sequence. Otherwise, it's it's anyone's guess whether they're going to spawn or not, when they spawn. It just turns into a mess. All right, I think we should be
we've got
good.
Marines. Sounds like there are more mercs in a cave
Yeah.
complex nearby.
ヒルスって鍛え抜かれたせいなんですね。
You guys, you can see these guys on my map with the blue H there. We need to keep them nice and close, so I don't want to run off
Clear the
without
caves
them.
and get out of here.
Just make sure anybody over there thinks twice.
本当にこういう風にやる方がいらっしゃったら、それこそ体感
The
すごいだ
behavior
ろ
of
う
the
なって
enemies in
い
this
う。
game is kind of funny. I mean, it's. I wish that they would make a
全
remaster
然
of this
ゲー
game
ム
with
と
like
かけ離れ
sophisticated
てます
AI.
け
That'd
ど。
be so good. I'm gonna take them with me for safety. I'm gonna just take them with me here. Normally I would like have them wait back here, but I'm just gonna take them with. Unless, of course, we get some bad cave guys here. Okay, so we're gonna have two guys over here on our right that'll be taking off running. Hopefully I can nail them before they get out. Come on, come and get it.
おー、よく見えてる。
I see you. Come on, be dead now. I guess we'll find out soon enough if I got him. Okay, POWs are right behind me. Okay. Cave's cleared, nice. Alright, so that settles that. Looks like the guy in the distance. We did unrender him, that's good. No more enemies to unrender. Now we can simply proceed to the exit. We have all 3 POWs in our custody. Oh no, Major Norris is still missing. That's right. We'll rescue Major Norris in the next mission. 1.
Is he Major Chuck Norris?
Sure, why not? Yeah. I believe his name is actually Major Tom Norris. He's named after a famed Navy SEAL who won for his actions in the Vietnam War, a Medal of Honor. He was actually rescued by he was previously shot in the head in Vietnam and was rescued by another Navy SEAL who also won the Medal of Honor for rescuing him, even though he had been shot in the head.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna say he was rescued by Chuck Norris.
Now that would be something. Can you imagine? Jungles of Vietnam, the war raging around you, and then Chuck Norris.
今人の
we've
上
got a
飛んだような気がして。
Okay, I don't like this. I'm gonna get my team up to the top there. Zulu is the extraction point at the top of that hill. Alright, this guy is trolling. Yeah, Chuck Norris would have already... Yeah. Chuck Norris would have already finished all of the runs.
So I have to ask, I know you said you don't use it in this run, but that you've used the mic for like blindfolded ILs. How would you describe the voice recognition in this game? Is it like, hey, you Pikachu level, or is it like actually pretty okay?
It's alright. I mean, let's just say I'm glad this game isn't Lifeline, where you have to do everything with voice commands. It's pretty good, but it's not. I would not rate it as excellent exactly. It's decent, but not perfect.
ちゃんとついてきてるかなを確認すると。
when it comes to
Don't get stuck.
to voice commands.
Okay, we're out of here.
なんか
Lifeline is a cool game.
来る人も
Chuck
後ろ
Norris
で
lives in 2025.
後ろで拘束された状態でよく来るなって。
This next level, we can actually skip the entire thing on the glitched run, but we don't skip it in glitchless. There's a cool jump, though. A bit of a risky jump because you can actually die, but we'll do our best. Not the hey you Pikachu, yeah.
A fine job.
Yeah, is there like a command you can yell that'll just piss off your entire squad and make them turn on you?
No, there are rumors online about various commands, but I'm pretty sure that they're either for SOCOM 2 or they're fake, because I've seen the SOCOM 2 commands get mistaken for SOCOM 1 commands all the time.
So, for example, what is one of those?
I think if you shout heck, 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 or not actually heck, but I can't remember. There's one thing you can demon. That's what it is. If you shout that,
マウン
boomer
テン
will
ア
go
サルト
into
って書いてあるから。
a blood rage. All right, we're gonna have him just hold position.
That's awesome.
He's tired of the OK boomer jokes.
なんかめっ
He's
ちゃ
had
笑っ
enough.
めっちゃ
It
楽しい。
reminds me of like
Dark
that code, was it like in Tomb Raider 2 where if you enter a sequence of buttons, Lara just explodes?
Developers know their audience too well.
Yeah, I mean, I would absolutely be doing that.
All right, jump take 1. Missed.
今のどこ走れるの？
Success. Their ear, like an ear of corn? Bug. I like corn. All
I
right.
like popcorn.
I also like popcorn. I actually really like the fake butter movie theater popcorn. I know that that is just like default and invalid, incorrect opinion.
的な操作じゃなかっ
I
た。
Share your truth. I love it as well. I'm with you.
Chat, if you have popcorn opinions, share them in the form of a donation.
Yes. We'd love to hear your popcorn takes.
My bad popcorn take is that I tend to not like caramel corn. It's just like way too sweet for me.
Fair enough, yeah. Yeah, that's the type of thing where you can eat a few and then the diminishing return sets in really fast.
Yeah, it just gets grosser and grosser over time.
I'm gonna shoot this guy. Alright, we lost Boomer.
I bet Boomer has bad popcorn takes.
Oh, you wouldn't believe it. Okay, we're gonna do something called Linksy Skip here.
ちな
Shout
みに
out
これグリッチ
Linksy,
レスなんですけど、グリッチあったらどんなプ
who
レイになる
frequently
のかな。
commentates with me. This time it kind of snuck up on me and I forgot to put him in as a commentator. I'm not sure if he would have wanted to anyway. He hasn't
い
played
ろんなとこ
SOCOM
す
in a
り抜
while.
けそうな感じはしますね。
Linksy found that jump there on that rock. Okay, where's your buddy? Where's your buddy? I don't like this. Usually that guy is if he's there at all, he's almost always accompanied by his gamer
仲間
pal.
がやられた。
There's just ammo on the ground over here. So it looks like someone else surrendered. That's hilarious. This guy must have surrendered. And been unrendered by his teammates. Okay, Major Norris. But yeah, look into if you want to read something that like defies belief, read into the story of Petty Officer Michael Thornton's rescue of Major Tom Norris, who later himself also was awarded a Medal of Honor.
ミッションが終わった模様
It's
で、
it's
just
pretty
imagining.
incredible.
進むのかな。
Kind of just imagining the Obama gives Obama a medal.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's pretty. I think the story is the most crazy because then yeah, he goes on to get his own Medal of Honor, and in the first instance, the reason why he needed rescuing was he was actually shot in the head. People don't usually survive that.
Yeah, that's not great odds.
Anyway,
ちょっと装備をメンテナ
yeah,
ンス
so
したみたいです
the
ね。
story with that is Petty Officer Thornton actually
Prison
ran
break.
back in, pulled him out and swam him out to sea, and he was still alive, like barely. So pretty wild. Like read that. It's on Wikipedia. Read that story. It's crazy. It's almost as crazy as the Wikipedia on daylight savings. Man, hold on to your hats for that one.
Oh god.
Not the daylight savings iceberg.
Yep. It goes deep. Big Daylight doesn't want you to know about it.
いやー、夜空綺麗だ
I think everyone
な。
should donate to tell us
夜
their
空がどうか
opinions
知らな
on
いですけど。
daylight savings.
I'm in Arizona. We don't even do daylight savings. We just say have fun with that, everybody.
You're
just
one of the
ignore
lucky
it.
ones.
We actually have our own time zone because Cowboy Land, I guess. I'm not sure what gives with that, to be completely honest. Oh god. Okay, this is not good. Team, get away. Oh god, they're so close. They're so close to me. I'm gonna try to get them to come a little further away before I blow this thing. They're about to all get blown up. Boomer's about to get blown up.
I always joke that mountain time is fake time, but like Arizona time seems faker.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we use mountain time most of the time, but then once daylight savings is on, or we don't use, right? It's just mountain happens to align with us, and Pacific aligns with us when people are using daylight savings. Okay, so we have to be careful in here because the guys in the blue and white, the guys with the white turban and the blue shirt, the blue and like gold, like that guy right there, are grenade launcher guys. They have the right to end your
中に
run.
進んでいって、
That's also in the manual. Upstairs map.
この武
Okay,
器
so
を
there's a
倒
major
していく。
shootout happening at the front. I hope that's okay. That's fine. I hope. So this level's really risky. We're kind of just surrounded by enemies who have the best weapon in the game, the 74. I'll pick one of those up momentarily on our way out. It's good to keep the M4 suppressed for a little while, just because that lowers your overall profile. You know, enemy awareness of you will be pretty low. Even though they can hear their own, friendly gunshots, they can hear
助けて、
outgoing from their team, but
助けて、
okay.
手を呼んでいる声が。
Oh, I see you. Third guy? No. Good. Good. Ooh, a grenade. Okay, that's a grenade launcher that we just heard, that explosion. So we need to be careful here. Okay, that's Mr. Pickle, and he makes lots of noise here. Hold on. This one's for you, no glitches. Boy, he just pops off there. Alright, I do not like this at all. I don't like this at all. No grenade. Alright, here we go.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Come here,
Keep
Pickle.
close.
This is one of the riskiest parts of the run right here, leaving the camp with Pickle. A guy can spawn right here, like spawn right in front of your eyes. It happens all the time. I've lost a run that way. Actually, my speedrun explained of any percent glitchless has that. Other than that, it was a perfect run, so I kept it. But yeah, I guess it's also good to just show off, like, look, so
見たくないって言ってんのかな。
But yeah, I like to think that's just a part of the simulation of this. So the company that made this game, Zipper Interactive, actually made like actual straight up military simulations for the military for some years. I don't know, several years. I'm not sure exactly how long before they made this, which was actually their first commercial title. And they employed the same kind of mentality, which is realism first. The AI has things to say about that, I guess. It's, huh? Where's our man? Where's our Pickle? Pickle? Hello? He's stuck on something. Okay, there he goes. Actually, he must have run the wrong way because he got so far
case
away.
in point, right?
Yeah, I like to, in my head I'm field crafting. Oh, that's them getting cold feet. They're nervous. They don't know if they can actually trust me. He's an informant, Wild West out here. I say something happened, who are they going to believe?
True.
やけにこのステージ死にたくないとか、助けてとかセリフ多いところだな。
However, if he dies, it's actually mission failed, so we have to, we need to make sure the story is Pickle came home nice and safe. Let's shoot the lights out to prove we're not washed. Good. Unfortunately, it's a full moon. I don't know why they would pick a... Oh, you can't see from here. But yeah, they picked a full moon night for this. Uh-oh. The helicopter, because I spent a little extra time being safe. Normally, the game wants you to fight a helicopter. Yeah, we're not doing that. As you can imagine, that fight gets a little hairy. On 100%, you have to fight the helicopter, and it's actually brutal. Okay, we're good. Get us out of here.
あ、これで、このステージはクリアになったっぽいですね。
Yeah, what's up, Happy Pie 3? Yeah. Thanks again for the raid last night, by the way. No glitches allowed, gamers. Yeah, I did do 10 hours of Fallout 3 last night. My hands feel great from 10.5 hours of stop hopping.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was Fallout 3 with door randomizer, permadeath, max difficulty, glitchless, no heads-up display, no VATs, good karma only. I actually finished. I can't believe it. We got really good luck on the loot. we were able to get we actually were able to get the replicated man quest, and we also got a randomized door that sent us to the broken bow, so we could find Pinkerton and
Mouse
get
of
the
the
A321's
Beast.
plasma rifle. So it was just mwah. It's a sealed deal at that point. Best weapon in the game, one of them. But anyway, enough about Fallout. This is SOCOM. This is SOCOM.
敵はじゃあ
All right, I'm gonna also
ニュークリア
shoot
を
Boomer
暴走
here.
する
Sorry, Boomer.
おうあれ
So is there a particular reason that it's like a boomer that you're always killing, or is it
Yes. So
just
the
okay?
今確
yeah,
実
the
にお
game
仲間さん
will
撃って
change
た
enemy
ような
behavior based on how closely Boomer is following you. So yeah, what even though the outcome doesn't seem that sophisticated, the inputs are actually pretty sophisticated for a game of its time. Like when you compare it with something like Metal Gear, what was that noise? You know, I feel like this is a lot more. The factors
Right.
going into the
なんですぐ
enemy
死ん
behavior
で
are
し
a lot
ま
more
う
involved. Again, the outcome doesn't seem that much better, but it is actually a pretty complex arrangement of different
Boomer
factors, like
さん
again, how closely Boomer is following you and stuff like that. So we actually just kill Boomer
確かにこの数ステージ
set that
大体
value
落ちてる
zero,
ってい
I
う
guess. And what that does is make it more likely that we don't get something in here we lovingly refer to as Meme Cave. Yeah, Meme Cave sucks. We don't want Meme Cave. Oof.
これ
Okay, double guys.
各ステージ
This
各ス
level
テー
is
ジ
really
連続
dangerous,
してるん
so
だ
I'm
った
gonna try
ら
to preserve my health here and just play it
なんか
nice
つ
and
どつど
safe.
つどつどまた新しいステージが始まると
Double.
残ってるっていうのはどういうことだろう。あんまり考えちゃいけないことなんでしょうけど。
Okay, with Boomer out of the picture, hopefully we should be able to avoid Meme Cave here. And if we get Meme Cave, I'll explain what it is. And if we don't, I'll explain what it is on the way back anyway. Alright, let's get the swag jump. So, you can actually move during cutscenes if you jump like that, which lets us gain a little bit of extra ground and get the drop on this guy. Come on. I'm gonna grenade this guy. Come on out. Yeah, we don't take any chances with these engagements. It can go south on you like this. I mean, that's like if you I should make like a compilation of all the times my, you know, like the salty runner videos on YouTube. I should make one of those for SOCOM because it's gonna be me getting killed in here a million times. It goes south on you so fast. One enemy is in a weird spot and you're not ready for it and you're just blazing ahead because you're going for world record. Yeah. We all know how that story ends. It ends back at the beginning of the run. I don't like that. He's still alive, I think. I can't tell. Okay, the Trigger Man took off. So there is a nuke in here. The Trigger Man already took off, so we're gonna have to haul some butt to catch up with him. Hopefully he didn't pick right side because he could be arming the nuke right now. Okay, there he is. We got him. Okay. Nice. Yes, we got the cutscene. So we're actually safe and sound. Enemies can't move during these cutscenes, so we can take a nice water break while we do this. No Boomer, so this is really good.
So was this guy straight up trying to like detonate nuke right there?
Oh yeah. We're arming it because we realize the situation. We have 2 suitcase nukes in here. We're better off just setting them and getting the heck out of Dodge. So we did not get Meme Cave, which is really good. Meme Cave is a thing where even though you've cleared the entire area, one of the enemies has failed to spawn. Usually that's because you didn't kill anybody or you did not kill enough enemies on your way over here or enough people, right? Your teammates count as rendering slots. So that's why we kill Boomer at the very beginning. And the same thing is on a POW camp. That's why we kill him there. I'm going to shoot this for safety. Just make sure that nobody shoots that and blows me up. All right. Their awareness of me is pretty high. All right. Bang. Stay there. What? Excuse me? What was that sound? All right, look safe. Let's go. Always look both ways before crossing the street. These guys have 74s. Yeah, the 74 is an instance of the game developers being like, let's just add a dash of overpowered. Oops, and the lid fell off. I mean, it's a quality rifle, but yeah, it's like, I feel kind of
Hey, no,
excessive
don't.
in this. It's like way more powerful than everything else. I mean, the only weapon that outclasses it in power is like the 50 caliber sniper rifle. And it's not that large of a round. Again, it's a 5.45, which is actually smaller than the 5.56 223 round. Oop. No, follow me. Come here. Come here, gamers. Come on. Come here. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. Heading into the last mission. Last mission.
次が最後のミッション。
Oh. Let's do this thing. This mission is called Death Blow. The only thing I'm going to say about this mission is it's actually easier to do it fast. Yeah. The slower you do this mission, the harder it is. So I would say this is like the only level that becomes easier in the speedrun. Or mission 4 also is like much easier in the speedrun because we skipped everything and like killed our whole team. Yeah, here we go. Time's coming up in just about a minute here. And then we will launch into the glitch showcase.
デスブロ
Again, thank you guys for your generous donations, and don't forget to keep it going. We're not out of the woods
ー。
yet.
EST まであとちょっとです。
All right,
Speaking of which, do I have oh,
go for it.
I have a $5 donation from definitely not a seal with the
Oh.
comment, Kahuna when there's a fish at the function.
Nice.
As well as a $7 donation from a tea tree for it went towards the hell of an office bid war, stapler bid war for the banana that just says banana.
Nice.
The correct stapler choice.
まだな。
Ate a tree. Yes. Okay. Time's coming up in about 12 seconds or so. Assuming I don't die here. We got him. Make sure to double tap. You're coming with me. Alright, time's coming up in 3, 2, 1, time.
はい、
Great
GG で
run.
す。
That was awesome.
Thank you. And by a cold one, she means a nice cold glass of water.
57分35秒で GG を迎えました。
GG. All right, should we launch straight into that glitch showcase now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Let's do it. All right, the first thing I'm going to try to show you guys
あれ、
definitely
タイマー
is
リセ
gonna
ット
have
さ
to
れ
be
た。
the surf. Let's go
なん
see
かショーケースって言ってたような気がす
get
る。
the surf
なんだ
to
ろう。
work. That's the funniest thing, I think. That's the most interesting thing. And let me know when you guys want me to cut it for the glitch showcase, because I can go on for a while. You have served your country well. Okay, thank you. The credit song is a major jam, but we're going to go ahead and skip it so we can jump right into this showcase. We don't want to play the showcase on New Game Plus difficulty, so we're going to back out of here. I'll actually start with the snow mission, so I can give you guys a quick introduction to the teleport tech. So, in any percent, there are a lot of glitches in this run. However, we don't get to use them on every level. There are more glitches than we know what to do with, to be honest. Or not that we know, but rather that we are able to even use in the run to speed it up. There are a lot of extra things. So yeah, glitch showcase for this is a lot of fun. We don't really use the surf. The surf is like, oh, my run died. Haha, it's funny, but my run's dead. Usually the surf doesn't get activated here, but there is a ledge right at the start of this level. So I'm going to show you guys how ledge glitch state works. So basically, the game has trouble if you crouch, then hold the triangle button, which is how you crouch or stand or lay prone, while you're climbing up. The game has a really hard time figuring out what your platform is, whether you're standing, crouching, or prone. And so it does something funky. So we're going to start crouched. Make
グッ
sure
ドラックです
we pull
ね。
out of this so that we're not analog stick drifting. Okay, crouch, climb up. Okay, I'm going to hold triangle. You can try this at home. Hold triangle. Back on the left stick. Release triangle. Now lean left or right. Fire. Flashing lights warning, by the way, guys. Flashing lights warning. Gonna lean right side and fire. There we go. We just walked right through the mountain.
Huh?
Secret tunnel through the mountain. Secret tunnel.
立っているな。
Okay. We're gonna blow up the outhouse here, as you do.
Enemy spotted. 8 o'clock.
I don't think there are any ladders here. But yeah, so that's how you use ledge glitch state. We can actually teleport. So check out this animation. If you get shot, you lose ledge glitch state. What do you think about that? Oh, we got sent to oblivion. Oh no, we're in the shadow realm. Okay, so you can actually see we're so far away from the map that yeah, there's nothing
なんだなんだ、
rendered
何が起
in.
こってんだ？
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that happens sometimes.
真っ白です
You're
けど。
into a parallel universe, it seems.
And yeah, you have to be in contact with the ground or some kind of object in order to actually teleport. He's just going to do the funky
テレポートっ
chicken
て言ってんな。
dance, if you do it there. So I'm going to retry the mission real quick so that we can just get back in bounds, set up ledge glitch state again. And I'll show you guys one more time. See if we can't get to the death one. The death one is really funny because, well, you'll see. He just like somersaults through the air and then just like crunches on the ground. It sucks because it's only the second level, so it's not that bad to lose your run here, but
で、
it kind of sucks
登
because
ろ
you're
う
like,
と
haha,
して
oh, my
降
run's
り
dead.
て、
Come on. Give me the falling one. That's actually the funny thing. Come on. Oh, there it is. Nice. We got it. His gun like flew out of his
Hey.
hands as well. Okay. So that sucks when you get that in a run. His shadow is like projected on top of him. Nice graphics. But yeah, that ballistic vest, by the way, the black ballistic vest there, if you look at that on emulator and hardware renderer, you will see it's actually it's like a 2K or 4K image. The image quality on some of the aspects here is so good. But then you have other things like this wall over here is like Minecraft level textures. So, yeah. Anyway, all right, let's move on to Temple, which has a lot more outcomes for our ledge glitch state teleport. I'm going to try to activate the surf. It's not really something you can do on command. Hopefully we can get it. If not, I'm going to move on and show you guys the ladder ledge glitch state. It was recently discovered. I recently discovered that you can actually set up ledge glitch state with a ladder, which opened up a lot of levels that otherwise would not really be able to introduce ledge glitch state. Fun fact, my great-great-grandpa was shot in the Civil War by a guy who was glitching through the terrain. Dang. He claims it was cheating, but I say you aren't cheating if you aren't cheating, you aren't trying hard enough. True.
All right. All's fair in love and war.
And gaming.
おもむろにゲームを呼
My
び
grandpa
出し
got
ます。
360 no scoped in World War II. Oh no. All right. I'm gonna just take the guy's 63. I don't feel like going into the armory and changing our weapons. So we'll try to get the surf here. If we get the surf, that's awesome. That's like my favorite thing in the world. The surf is, I don't really know how else to describe it. He goes like this. He like holds his rifle in one hand and is like doing this. He looks like he's surfing, and again, like I said before, he actually speeds up. You're actually accelerating when you're in that animation. We have no idea why any of that happens. It just does.
Sir, if we're careful, we can gather intel to help us get Morgan.
All right, give me that.
Enemy sighted. 1 o'clock.
Give me that. Oh my god, the analog stick drift. I need a new PS2 controller. Okay, let's go set up ledge glitch state.
12 o'clock high.
This guy might be in our way. Nah, he's chilling. No force required. We'll just let him chill. Okay. So here we are in the temple. Gonna go ahead and set up ledge glitch state right here. So you crouch, climb, hold triangle, back on the left stick. Once you're done with the animation, release triangle. We're gonna look over
こ
here.
れやるときは大体悪いことしようとしてるってことですね。
Oblivion. However, we are stationary. But yeah, look at that. We're 5,263 meters away from the nearest texture. Wow, that's really far. There's the game over there. That little thing there. That's the mission. That's the entire mission area. So I don't think we're gonna make it. That's pretty far away. So let's go ahead and retry that. Try that one more time. Hopefully we can get the surf. Oh, I would love if we got the surf. Oh, that'd be so fun. It's not really something you can do on command. You know what I could do is, once I'm done with this, if we don't get the surf, what I'm gonna do is I'll go to my Twitch channel and get a clip of it, I guess. And am I allowed to post clips in the chat? Is that a thing? Will I get timed out? SOCOM don't surf. Nice, yeah.
さっきのところまで行って、
Oh, I didn't pick up the 63. That's fine. Let's ledge glitch state with a 9 mil.
おもむろに掴んで降り
Surfing
て
time,、please. Okay, this is actually where you want to go. This is actually the place you want to go. Get inbounds here because you have to be at least that far back in order to get Morgan to spawn, the ambassador, the ambassador's wife right there. In order to get her to spawn, you actually need her to be, you need to be a little bit far back when you clip back and bounce. Perfect, actually, that's literally perfect. Why can't I get that in my runs all the time? Anyway, that's exactly how you want this to go in any percent. You do it in backwards order. You do the ambassador first and the wife
食べる
after.
けど頃の話じゃないことが起きたんですかね。
Perfect. No surf, unfortunately. Oops, I came up a little early. All right. Check it out. If you actually shoot Morgan, you can end the mission faster this way. When she finishes her voice line. There we go. As soon as Kahuna starts talking, it'll say double mission failure, but then mission complete. And watch, you'll see at the top. If you might see at the top left, like let's see if it shows mission failure first for a second, for like a brief moment. Ah, I should have mashed through it. It says unsatisfactory in the bottom right corner, but it is satisfactory. You are able to finish. All right, let us here. I'll back out of here and we'll show off the wrong ladder real quick. I don't think you can activate the surf from the wrong ladder. Let me open up my.
Remarkable work, Commander. The
My
ambassador and his
clips
wife are recovering from their ordeal,
and
but
see
send
if
their
I.
thanks. Of course, this isn't the end of the terrorist
If I can't get the
threat.
surf
If they're
going
bold
on
enough
here.
to kidnap and ransom an ambassador, they need
I don't know if I have a clip of it or if it's a highlight. It might be a highlight. Okay, City of the Forgotten. No, there's a place where you can walk out of bounds, but it's not as exciting, I think, as the wrong ladder. Wrong ladder is a lot of fun. Here, I'm going to change my memory card here real quick. Hopefully that registered. Yes, there we go. Okay. Good. Okay, perfect. We can skip straight to mission 9.
いや違うわ。
I'm looking for. Alright. I'm looking through my clips to see if I have one of the surf. I think I do. It might be a highlight, and I might have deleted it. Thanks, Twitch. Everybody boo Twitch now. Because I think I deleted it. Looks like I might have.
では何が見れるんだろう。
Oh, here it is, here it is. I found a clip. Let's see if this is... well, there's a partial surf. You can see here. I'll post the. Hopefully, I don't get timed out. But you can see the surf there for like a second or two, and then I break out of, which is actually never. That's the only time that has ever happened, as far as I'm aware, with anybody ever. Usually you can't break out of the surf once you get in there. Okay, here's a longer clip.
Our recon will only take us to the main
I don't see any other surf
After that, we
clips.
gotta be flexible.
That's fine.
We should
Oh
look
well.
for any intel that's gonna help us.
Oh well.
All right.
All right. Okay, we're gonna have our gamer compadres wait there. Oh my gosh, they're yelling. Wow. Fire! Oh, I'm hit. Okay. I'll just show off the wrong ladder, and then we'll end the incentive here at this point. Can you be dead now, please? That should do it. Who are you? Who are you? Okay. I think we got him. Okay. Oof, that's gonna come back and hit me.
あれ
I just want to show off the wrong ladder real quick.
ここ投下するんだ。
Okay, so you want to be standing for this, not pointing your weapon. Climb up the ladder, all the way up. The wrong
はし
ladder.
ご登りま
However, this has
す。
now been made mostly redundant because the discovery of ledge glitch state set up on the ladder. Then you climb all the way down, ladder slide.
あ
Then you, while you're looking to the right, you hit climb again, and there you go. Or looking to the left or right, and there you go. We're underneath the ladder.
あらー、潜っちゃった。
Fire! All right, and I'll show off real quick a ledge glitch state using the ladder, and then that's it. So we can hold triangle, get off the ladder. We're now standing. Release triangle. This should send us to the right place. Oh my, we're in. Wow, it doesn't even have a marker for us. We're in extremely messed up. Wow. How many digits is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh my god.
Wow.
なんかすごい遠いとこ見てますね。
So we're 194,336,997,376 meters away from the nearest texture. That's pretty far. A billion,
That's-
100 billion
That's
meters.
really
Not far
far.
enough.
どんなスコープだよ
On
ってい
that
う。
note, where can people at home find you?
People can find me and some SOCOM gaming and other types of gaming as well at twitch.tv/casualspeedrun. I am Casual Speedrun everywhere. That's Casual
という
Speedrun.
わけで、ここで、
Check out
グ
the
リ
other SOCOM runners as
ッチ
well.
ショーケー
You
ス
can find
が、
us at speedrun.com/SOCOM.
え
Yeah,
easy という
and
ことに
thank
な
you
りました
guys.
と。
Thank you, No Glitches Allowed, for having me, and thank you to everybody in the chat for your generosity with donating. We couldn't have seen these cool glitches without you in the No Glitches Allowed the No Glitches Allowed marathon. So pretty exciting that we got to see this. But yeah, thank you guys so much for having me. I've been Casual Speedrun. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
はい、というわけで、ソーコムズ US ネイビーシールズの、ランでした。ありがとうございました。では、次のゲームの準備してきますので、一旦失礼いたします。
SOCOM Glitch Showcase. We're going to take a quick break as we get the next run set up, as well as prep for a post transition, because my time with you this morning is coming to an end. But just stick around for a second. We'll be ready to move on with the marathon soon enough. Grab a snack, stretch, do whatever you need to do. We'll be back when you are ready. When we're ready.